Hello world, welcome to our channel Routine Info, where you can boost your knowledge. Let's get started with today's topic. Or for more info, you can visit our blog routineinfo.com. 100 Assassins vs 10 Real Cops. Introduction. The idea of 100 assassins facing off against 10 cops is the stuff of action movies, but what would happen in real life? Before we get into the details, let's establish some ground rules. First, let's assume that the assassins and cops are evenly matched in terms of physical ability and weaponry. Second, let's assume that both groups are highly motivated and determined to win. With those assumptions in mind, let's dive into the action. Round 1, the initial encounter. The first round would likely be the most chaotic. The assassins would likely try to overwhelm the cops with sheer numbers, while the cops would try to use their training and tactics to gain the upper hand. In this scenario, the assassins would likely have the advantage. With so many targets, it would be difficult for the cops to keep track of everyone, and the assassins could easily slip past them and get into position. Round 2, the chase. Assuming the assassins were able to get past the cops in the initial encounter, the next phase would likely involve a chase. The assassins would try to scatter and evade the cops, while the cops would try to apprehend as many of them as possible. In this scenario, the cops would likely have the advantage. With their training and resources, they would be able to track the assassins and corner them. Round 3, the standoff. If the assassins were unable to evade the cops, they would likely be forced into a standoff. In this scenario, both sides would be highly motivated to win, and the outcome would likely come down to tactics and strategy. The cops would have the advantage here, as they would be able to coordinate their efforts and use their training and resources to outmaneuver the assassins. Conclusion. So, who would win in a fight between 100 assassins and 10 real cops? It's impossible to say for sure, as there are too many variables at play. However, based on the hypothetical scenarios we've explored, it seems likely that the cops would ultimately emerge victorious. While the assassins would have the advantage in the initial encounter, the cops' training, tactics, and resources would ultimately give them the upper hand. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, then please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for further updates.